To study Bangla is to examine a diachronic artifact, a living record that encodes millennia of phonetic shifts, morphological decay, and lexical hybridization. Its structure reveals a specific genealogical position, a Satem language of the Eastern Indo-Aryan subgroup, marking the easternmost reach of the Indo-European family. Reaching its current form required a massive migration from the Eurasian steppes to the Bengal delta. This lineage is traceable through single roots. The Proto-Indo-European Kimtam evolved into Sanskrit Shatam, eventually landing as modern Bangla Shoto. This investigation focuses on a specific structural transition, the shift from the highly synthetic, inflectional architecture of its ancestors to a modular, postpositional system. We see a language that allowed its grammar to simplify while fiercely preserving a complex and ancient phonological inventory. The language we hear today reflects 4 millennia of continuous systemic decay and precise physiological retentions. The foundation of this phonetic preservation is the Proto-Indo-European triadic stop system. Ancient speakers distinguished consonants as voiceless, voiced, and voiced aspirated stops, specifically BH, DH, and GH. Direct lines of descent connect these ancient aspirated stops to the modern Bangla consonantal inventory. While other Indo-European branches lost these voiced aspirations, Bangla maintained them. Producing these sounds require specific articulatory mechanics. To achieve contrastive aspiration, the speaker holds the vocal folds open for a brief interval, allowing a sharp burst of air to escape before vibrating. Linguists track this physical delay through voice onset time, or VOT. This is the millisecond interval between the release of a consonant's closure and the onset of vocal fold vibration. In Bangla, aspirated stops require a strictly governed delayed VOT compared to unaspirated stops. It is a biological timing habit that distinguishes meaning across the entire lexicon. Beyond preservation, the language integrated regional innovations, most notably the adoption of the retroflex consonants t and d. Retroflexion is an anatomical hallmark of the South Asian linguistic ecology. The tongue apex curls backward to strike the hard palate, creating a mellow timbre distinct from the dental series. This phonemic inventory stands as a feat of physiological engineering, habituated and transmitted across thousands of years of generational speech. While the sounds were preserved, the grammar simplified. Old Indo-Aryan, or Sanskrit, utilized a highly synthetic architecture based on dense inflection. This breakdown shows Sanskrit meaning packed into single units. Root words anchored interlocking inflectional blocks, dictating every grammatical relationship. Over time, these complex endings dissolved. Middle Bangla replaced them with discrete postpositions, standalone helpers that follow nouns to assign case. This transition is etched into the physical record of the 13th through 18th centuries, preserved on palm leaf manuscripts documenting the shift to modular syntax. This marks the move to an analytic structure, where word sequence and postpositions handle the logic formally contained within complex word roots. Even with this morphological decay, the language maintained its canonical word order, subject, then object, with the verb fixed at the end. This evolution optimized for processing efficiency, trading dense synthetic complexity for a modular framework without losing the ability to convey layered meaning. Between the 13th and 17th centuries, the Bengal Sultanate and Mughal integration introduced new lexical demands. Administrative and religious nodes in the language were injected with Persian and Arabic loanwords, expanding the Bangla lexicon. Spoken Bangla processes this hybridized vocabulary through phonological rules that optimize for articulatory speed. We see this efficiency in Sambad. The underlying sequence contains an alveolar nasal n, followed by a bilabial stop ba. To avoid an articulatory hurdle, the nasal morphs into an m, creating a smooth acoustic transition during rapid speed. A second optimization involves the widespread process of schwa deletion. By eliding the inherent schwa vowel from the underlying written form, speakers condense the syllable structure and dictate the rhythmic timing of modern Bangla. Historical contact provides the vocabulary, but the laws of phonological assimilation and elision ruthlessly enforce the efficiency of the vocal tract. These rules represent the standard variety, but but the mechanics of the language are not uniform across the entire speech community. Dialectical ecology is shaped by the geography of the Bengal Delta, where fragmented river systems and forests created centuries of isolation. Physical barriers, such as the hills of Chittagong, channeled speech into distinct prosodic divergences from the standard tongue. Mapping these isogloss boundaries reveals tonal distinctions in the Sylheti and Chittagonian dialects, where rising and falling pitch contours replace the standard melodic patterns. In these regions, pitch actively differentiates word meaning, a typological feature that does not exist in standard colloquial Bangla. This regional variation completes the diachronic map, connecting local sounds to a migration that began thousands of years ago. The language's architecture remains supported by three pillars: its postpositional syntax, VOT-governed aspiration, and a dynamic dialectical continuum. Today, Bangla stands as a rigorous, living architectural record of human migration, physiological engineering, and continuous structural adaptation.